diamond for short. Her beauty was concealed by those big glasses she wore. Talents galore in almost every class she would soar. Plus she loved playing piano and practicing sport. Though she was never the arrogant sort. Warm-hearted but trod carefully around her character flaws. Creative but encouraged to take up a practical course. So while she went to uni with the family support, she felt lonely. The first night she sat in a horse until she heard a tap on the door.
I am Sally and you're
She stammered and paused, and that night and every night after they natter and talk, establishing a natural rapport until the passion had caused them to ignore rational patterns of thought. Now I'ma never imagined it would happen at all, but now understands why apart from that no other man she adored, that this romance wasn't forced. A fact that she should have felt glad to report to a fan, but in fact she was torn, risking a spectacular fall cause of the attitude she'd have to endure. Inside her loyalties grappled and fought, but still she couldn't deny herself but keep it all concealed. Her dad stopped contact, the rawest deal, but her mum's letters give the hope that the sores can heal. How could she have ever known that she faced so much pain as she grows? It's too late, she's gotta go with it alone, when all she really wants to do is head home. How could she have ever known that she faced so much pain as she grows? It's too late, she's gotta go with it alone, when all she really wants to do is head home.
Not politically aware, a happy child raised a love and care. Happy memories were shared, such a strong bond between mother and son. It didn't matter that the father had gone and nothing was wrong. She did her best to raise him without the same mistakes that she'd face as a young girl in her estate. And she was loved and respected right back. Doesn't need a father figure with a mother like that. But something was planned but wasn't foreseen in the mind of a turbulent teen, trapped in her system leading to scream. But isolation was the thing that he craved, alone in the rain, and thoughts became extreme in a political way. He spent more time on the internet, neglected his mum. She didn't share his points of view on these immigrant scum. On a forum, he was so angry inside, wanted to meet other people with same passion and drive, and they were eager to assist, just recruiting this kid, grooming him by telling they'd be granting his wish. But he must prove it to them that he got what it takes by marching in these rallies all over the place and just proving he hates, claiming back what they lost, believed in hating all these foreigners for taking their jobs. One day at a march things got out of hand when he attacked another young lad and beat him up bad. Hospitalised with injuries so sizable, his head was so swollen wasn't recognisable. So he was nicked, arrested on the spot. So much changed since the kid that he was. And when his mum heard the news and realised what he'd done, first time she felt distant from the boy she called son. And when she came up to visit him, that felt the worst. Their bond now gone forever and alone with this curse.
How could he have ever known that he'd face so much pain as he grows? It's too late, he's gotta go with it alone, when all he really wants to do is head home. And how could he have ever known that he'd face so much pain as he grows? It's too late, he's gotta go with it alone, when all he really wants to do is head home.
He was faced with a blue gaze, carried on the warm smoke moonscape, two minds tied like a shoelace. He overcome by her true grace, she undone by his charm and the promise of his embrace. In later days Lee would picture the scene, close friends, smooth beats and a muted TV, but at the time he didn't know what his future would be. From love and discovery to a terrible dream, and from the day that they met she was always his queen, despite her father's failure to see that they were really in deep, and that he could never promise to keep his opinions to himself and let a blessing be free. In younger years Lee found himself craving a fix when he escalated quick from little cannabis kicks. The crew he ran with flew high as an eagle, from the hit on the bong to the prick of the needle. One night he found himself falling through the pitch black, peer pressure pushed him on the main vein train track. Later he discovered there was no way back, slave to his habit and the small brown bag. After many attempts he got himself clean, then she set him free from his need to feed the craving, and everybody agreed she saved him, brought him to his senses like a splash in the basin. He loved her deeply and truly, life without her seemed cold and unruly. As she left he said he'd see her again soon, but then she turned her back and he reached for the teaspoon.
How could they have ever known that they face so much pain as they grow? It's too late, they've gotta go with it alone, when all they really wanna do is head home. And how could they have ever known that they face so much pain as they grow? It's too late, they've gotta go with it alone, when all they really wanna do is head home.